In this unit, we will look at finding the unit price of an item with dividing decimals. Okay, so when we're talking about the unit price of an item, we're talking about the price for a single unit of measure of a product. So you might think about the price per pound, price per quart, and the way that we find this is we take the total cost and we divide that with the number of units being sold. And this gives us our unit price. So we're going to look at some of these examples together. So just remember that cost over the number of units gives us the unit. So let's look at this first example together. It says a pack of toothbrushes costs $16. There are 4 toothbrushes in each pack. How much does each toothbrush cost? So if we're finding the unit price here, we take the cost, which is $16, and we take the number of units, which is 4. There are 4 toothbrushes in a pack. And so remember that in math, the fraction bar is telling us to divide. And so 16 divided by 4 would tell us that each toothbrush or each unit is $4. So $4 per toothbrush. So 1 unit would be $4. All right, let's look at this next one. It says find the price per unit of each item below, then find out which is a better buy. So a lot of times when you're finding the price per unit, you're doing so you can see which is a better purchase option. So here we have an example of rope A that you can buy $14 for 10 feet, or rope B, we can spend $10.80 for 8 feet. So which is the better buy? Okay, so let's start by working with brand A, $14. So the price over the number of units, so $14 for 10 feet. And our other option is $10.80 for 8 feet. Okay, so to do this, we need to divide. So $14 divided by 10 units, or 10 feet. 10 goes into 14 once, with 4 ones left over. We're going to add a decimal point and regroup those 4 ones into 40 tenths. And so 40 tenths divided into 10 equal groups gives us 4 in each group. And so nothing left over. So the price per foot for $14 for 10 feet is going to be $1.40. Okay, so that's what it shows right here. And now let's look at the price per foot if we spend $10.80 for 8 feet. Remember to always line the decimal point up in the quotient with the decimal point in the dividend. And 8 goes into 10 once, with 2 ones left over. We're going to regroup those 2 ones with our 8 tenths, and now we have 28 tenths. And so 28 tenths divided into 8 equal groups gives us 3 tenths in each group. And 3 times 8 is 24. So now we have 4 tenths left over to combine with our 0 hundredths. So now we have 40 hundredths. And 40 hundredths divided into 8 equal groups gives us 5 in each group. And I can't write below that, but there's nothing left over. So the price per foot when you spend $10.80 per 8 feet is $1.35. So now we can compare which is the better buy, spending $1.40 per foot or $1.35 per foot. This is the cheaper option. So even though you're getting 8 feet for $10.80, this is the better buy because it's $1.35 per foot. So brand B is the better buy. Let's look at another price comparison. So we have this energy drink called Refresh, and we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bottles for $7.75, or we can buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles for $5.95. So if we find the unit price of each bottle, the price per bottle, that will help us to understand which buying option is the better option. So we have 8 units for $7.75, or $5.95 for 6 units. So let's find the unit price of each. Okay, so $7.75 divided by 8. We line our decimal point up in our quotient, and 7 ones cannot be divided into 8 equal groups. So let's do 77 divided into 8 equal groups would give us 9, because 9 times 8 is 72. We subtract, we have 5 left over. Bring down our 5. 55 can be divided into 8 equal groups. 6 times with 7 left over. And then let's divide one more place value to make the comparison. Bring down our 0, and 70 divided into 8 equal groups would be 8. So that would be 6 left over. So obviously we could keep dividing, but we're going to just stick with 0.968 because it's looking like it's about 97 cents a bottle. So that each unit in this scenario would be 97 cents, about 97 cents. Okay, so now let's come check the second scenario. $5.95 for 6 units. So $5.95 for 6 units. Well, 6 goes into 59 9 times. 5 left over. Bring down our 5. 55 divided by 6, or into 6 equal groups, gives us 9. 9 times 6 is 54, with 1 left over. And guess what? We don't even need to keep dividing because I can already tell which is the better buy. Can you? So each unit in this scenario would be 99 cents. So the better deal is 8 units for $7.75. You're saving 2 cents per bottle when you go with the first option here. So just to recap what we did, we found the unit price for each situation, and then once we had the price per one bottle, then we were able to make that comparison and see which was the better purchase. Let's look at one last one. What would be the better deal? 10 pencils for $2.40 or 32 pencils for $7? So once again, let's remember that it's the cost over the number of units. And so if we have $2.40 for 10 pencils compared to $7 for 32 pencils, let's go ahead and divide and find the unit price for one, and that will help us to make the comparison about which one is a better deal. So if we take $2.40 and divide that by 10, remembering to line our decimal point up in the quotient with the decimal point in the dividend. 10 goes into 24 twice, and we have 4 left over. 10 goes into 44 times with nothing left over. So the unit price in the deal of 10 pencils for $2.40, each pencil or each unit would be 24 cents. So each pencil is going to be 24 cents. Now let's look at the other deal, 32 pencils for $7. Well, $7 divided by 32, there's my decimal point lined up. 32 goes into 70 twice. Subtract and we get 6. Bring down our 0. And 32 goes into 60 once, because twice would be 64, so that would be over. And so that would be 28. And we actually can stop there because we can see that this is already less than 24 cents. This one's about, that's the about symbol in math, about 21 cents. So which one costs less? Which one is the better deal? Well, to buy 32 pencils for $7, because in that case, each pencil is about 21 cents. So in this lesson, we learned about finding the unit price. And a unit price is the price for a single unit of measure of a product. And to do this, you take the cost over the number of units. And when you can find the unit price, this allows you to make some comparisons, and it allows you to see what the better deal is when purchasing different products.